Woo!
There's still a long road ahead.
Oh, Miss Nicole. I heard you're a very talented sculptor. Is that true?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't want to blow my own trumpet.
Honestly, even though Kasharawar is best known for its focus on mechanics, plenty of Kasharawar scholars are quite serious about sculpting as a hobby. So if they rate your work, that's enough for us. We just have to take a look.
Who's we?
Myself and a few other scholars. Kashif, Daneshvar, come take a look.
Oh, well, if you insist, I suppose there's no harm in showing you.
Whoa! Where did that come from?
Look at the level of detail. It's so lifelike. The squirrel descends from the heavens like a champion, and the earth trembles beneath its feet. What do you think? Striking, isn't it?
Kaveh? Kaveh, come here for a sec. Oh, and Madam Faruzan, didn't you used to study in our darshan? Come take a look.
All right, but hang on a moment. I have to finish reviewing this proposal first.
You called? What is it, youngster?
This squirrel statue. Isn't it cute?
Oh, a squirrel. I wouldn't say cute per se. The realism is what stands out to me. Were you trying to carve a statue of a hero, young lady?
Oh, a hero? I suppose so. Actually, I didn't really have a specific theme in mind. I just started working on it, and this is how it turned out.
I see. Well, do you tend to read novels about heroes in your spare time?
As a matter of fact, I do quite enjoy those. Everyone loves a good tale of daring do, right?
Then perhaps the statue represents the heroic tale you long to see deep down inside. Also on the subject of heroism, I feel that if the subject posed with a finger raised towards the heavens, it would lend a greater gravitas to the overall image. I'm sure some would call it cliché or old-fashioned, but not me. I think it would be a perfect fit. It has a certain classical beauty about it. Kaveh!
Sorry, Madam Faruzan, I'm a little busy right now. Don't wait up for me.
What a pity. That young man has excellent aesthetic tastes. I was hoping to ask him for his opinion.
What a genius idea! Why didn't I think of that? Classical beauty is a great direction to explore. That's it. Once I get back, I'm going to sculpt a heroic squirrel pointing its finger towards the sky.
Precisely. A declaration of victory. You understand my vision. Then place the two statues face to face.
Yes! That's exactly what I was thinking.
It'll be a masterpiece. Miss... I'm sorry. I didn't catch your name.
Just call me Nicole. Madam Faruzan? Was it?
What? No. That wouldn't be right.
Why ever not? Madam is a state of mind cultivated from within. Anyone may call me Madam if they so desire. My dear Miss Nicole, once we make it through these trying times, should we have the pleasure of meeting again, I shall look forward to seeing your new work. In this day of age, it's rare to find people with an appreciation for classical aesthetics. Meeting you was truly a pleasant surprise.
Honestly, I feel the same way. It's been a long time since I met anyone interested in this style of statue. Clearly, they don't call you Madam for nothing. Also, I have to say, you're a very good judge of character. Because when I think about it, I really am someone who likes stories about heroes. That must be why I've quietly kept watch over generation after generation of them.
Sorry, keeping watch over heroes? what exactly do you do for a living?
Oh, never mind that.
Let's not tell Madame Faruzan about Miss Nicole's true identity for now.
Good idea. Let's limit the conversation to aesthetics.
I hope everyone's ready. We'll be arriving at our destination very shortly.
Yeah!
Why, we've not seen so many visitors ever, really. What is this place now, a tourist attraction? Ah, closer inspection reveals many familiar faces. To what do we dusty old fellows owe the honor? Surely you're not just here to chat.
You surmise correctly. We are here to carry out a rather enormous project.
Ho, enormous, you say? How large, then? Larger than the gaping void in our lives? Why, you've even put a smile on Goatee and Crocco's faces. All this activity is making for quite the special day. I know that laugh. Lilipar? What on earth are you doing here?
This is hilarious. Turns out good things really do come to those who wait. As long as you stay alive long enough. When did you three get locked up in here? And still you act all high and mighty, putting on a show for the younglings. Truly hysterical.
Why, you... Yes, I know. No need to shout. You're right, Lilipar. Goatee, Crocco, and I all have the same problem. But didn't King Deshret seal you away? How did you break free, and how did you get in here?
Who knows? Perhaps you can ask my master one day, should you ever get the chance. Behold, the executioners of old. Some have turned into fragments residing in human bodies, and others are imprisoned eternally, leaving not a single shard behind. It's almost tragic, watching lowly prisoners like you act all self-important. Curiosity gnaws at you, doesn't it? Your interest in the outside world threatens to burst you at the seams.
Turf.
I'm starting to take a liking to this magic bottle lady.
Time is of the essence. Let's get down to business. We come to you, O three ancient lords, to request your assistance on behalf of the Academia. If we can help you regain your freedom, then please consider lending us your aid. As for precisely what we need your help with, it's a long story. So, to demonstrate our sincerity, we are prepared to first resolve the problems that plague the three of you.
All right, stop arguing, Crocco. And Goatee, don't you start. What's the harm in letting her speak? It's not worth getting so angry about. Forget about her. The three questions are the crucial thing here. But do you really have a way to answer them? You once answered the final question, Nefer, but the seal did not open. Unless, with the passage of time, you have found a new answer?
You could say so. When you first asked me what determines truth and falsehood, my answer was a liar's soul. Liars are the best at seeing through the falsehoods of the world. But if you want them to tell you the truth, you have to reach their soul.
I think that makes sense.
I found it quite compelling myself, and I told Nefer so. Unfortunately, it brought us no closer to liberation.
Well, that's simply because it was my answer, not the one King Deshret was looking for.
Can you guess which answer Al-Ahmar wanted then?
Time. And that's not only the answer to the final question, it's the answer to all three of them. All things wax and wane with the passage of time. Love and hate eventually fade into nothing. Current affairs are always fraught with conflict and controversy. Only time can distinguish between right and wrong. You once described King Deshret as a proud man. I'd say that the prouder someone is, the more inclined they are to believe that only time is qualified to be their judge.
Time. Well. Indeed. Perhaps in building Aru, our king was in fact attempting to reverse time, to bring love and hate, right and wrong, the rise and fall of all things back to their point of origin. This is the most eventful day I have experienced in a long time. You have my sincere gratitude.
Are those 3 of the 7 pillars?
Turns out the statues were quite faithful to the source.
You three seem to be in good spirits.
Prison can help a person grow and learn to cherish what they have. Nevertheless, after everything you've done for me, I sincerely hope you never have to experience it for yourself. Hello, Nefer.
It's good to see you, Thoth, the Ibis King.
Nice. Definitely puts my mind at ease, seeing you two getting along so well.
Should we maybe introduce ourselves, or...
Sure. I'm Sethos, the current leader of the Temple of Silence. This is General Mahamatra Sino, and this is the former Spantamad sage, Cyrus. But I'm guessing none of that means a whole lot to you.
Everything is equally new to us, in truth. We've been gone from this mortal world for longer than you can imagine.
Let's hold off on the introductions for now. We can always ask Nefer about you later. It'll give me something to talk about with my chosen disciple.
You're like a helpless parent. Gods and... my finest qualities. I thought I ought to share its fruits with you two.
Is that so? Well, I think we'll take it in stride, just as we did with the 3 questions. Let's not forget, it was my persistence that won you both your freedom.
Fair point. I have to applaud your persistence.
And I must praise you for your wisdom. Now, state your wishes, young ones.
I'm sorry?
Why, your tremendous accomplishments deserve a reward, do they not? You must let us do something for you in return.
General Mahamatra, what do you think?
I won't beat around the bush. Sumeru is facing a crisis the likes of which have never been seen before. And we need your help.
Every calamity throughout the ages has been connected to us in one way or another, whether we were its cause or consequence.
Whatever is wrong with Irminsul, it severely affected the Dendro Archon. She fell into a coma, and is currently receiving treatment from the Dendro Dragon.
The Dendro Dragon? I'm sorry, the Dendro Dragon is helping to heal the Dendro Archon?
Not a pep, surely. Not vicious, cruel a pep who possesses no virtues aside from her basic instincts. Ah, good heavens.
Oh, I shudder to think what could have caused Lesser Lord Kusanali to suffer such a plight. Still, why would the Dendro Dragon lend you her aid? She has always held nothing but contempt for the Archons. I suppose she and Kusanali must have some history.
You can help us make history, too.
A smooth talker. Well said, lad.
Currently, no one can connect to Irminsul. We hope that by opening up Aru and making some modifications to it, we can use its technology to our advantage.
Unfortunately, Aru is an imperfect creation. King Deshret never managed to realize his full vision before his death. Much remains to be done if it is to be pitted against Irminsul itself. Besides, I hear your reasons, but to give Aru up over such would be...
The archaeological records clearly indicate that although Aru's construction took a long time, it was not beyond human means to achieve. Modern technology should solve the efficiency issues. We have no choice but to go all in on this.
This is by no means a threat. But the only reason we helped you escape from Aru was to gain the necessary leverage to negotiate with you. You asked us to state our wishes, and we have. Each one of us here needs your help, as do all the thousands of people living in Sumeru. They need you, and they need Aru.
What do we think, my fellow old fogies? Shall we lend our support or not?
Since you ask so nicely, naturally.
Naturally what? Are you for or against?
I simply mean we shall do what comes naturally. You claim that you wish to open Aru. Know you then that the golden slumber created by King Deshret is preserved within?
We do. We understand the risks involved.
In all likelihood, the mortal world will never again be able to replicate King Deshret's work. Never will there be another chance to come so close to creating a utopia. Knowing this, are you sure of your decision?
We are sure. Before people can dream, they must first live.
If your minds are made up, very well. We shall summon our erstwhile colleagues to discuss this further. Saint Shezepank, Saint Bennu, once you surrendered to silence and were buried with King Deshret. But now, we invoke the right to awaken you with our voices.
Saint Bennu, responding to your call. 3 kings detected. Initiating autonomous will.
Saint Shezbank, responding to your call. 3 kings detected. Initiating autonomous will.
Ah, Lord Herreshoff. What a long time it has been. I trust you are keeping well.
Then your trust in my well-being has long outlived your physical body. You have always opened with that same phrase, in life, death, and now even beyond.
Al-Akmar is long gone. What is the reason for this meeting?
You're awake? Good. We are voting on whether to give the people of present-day Sumeru access to Aru and permit them to perform technological renovations. You have the right to support or oppose the motion.
Aru is the pride of Al-Ahmar. Opening Aru requires the unanimous consent of the 7 pillars. I hope you have a convincing reason to present to us.
Sumeru is currently in the midst of a major calamity. Let us not forget that while Al-Ahmar was a stern ruler, he was also a teacher of wisdom. A god without his people shall cease to exist, and King Deshret's greatest wish was to provide protection for his people. Let us then honor our God King's wishes as we consider our decision.
I do not mean to mock these proceedings, but what is the point of a unanimous vote when we know that the last of the 7 pillars, the Dendro Dragon Apep, will never communicate with us?
This will no doubt surprise your mechanical mind, and I have no intention of trying to persuade you it is true. But Apep is, in fact, healing the Dendro Archon as we speak.
Huh? Can someone attest to this? Do we have any proof?
I ask the 3 kings, can any of you vouch for the truth of this claim?
Naturally, the Ibis King, Thoth.
What?
It was Thoth's disciples who revealed the truth to us. We need not debate its veracity. Simply let Thoth bear accountability. That way the rest of us may have a clear conscience.
Herreshoff, you diabolical fiend!
I awakened our former colleagues for you, supported your opinion, and backed your decision. What sort of fiend would do that?
I miss the days when Hermanubis was still around. At times like this, he would offer to take accountability.
What are you trying to say? Is my word worth less to you than Hermanubis's?
Hypocrite though you are, Lord Thoth, you are humorous in equal measure. How could we bear not to associate with a character such as you? I, Saint Shezpank, approve the Goat King's proposal.
Since King Deshret is no more, we shall receive no reprimand for acting beyond our remit. Nevertheless, I sincerely hope that those before us understand the significance of what they intend to do. Remember, the moment that Aru is liberated, the myriad souls residing within the Golden Slumber will return to the ley lines. And once the ley lines flow again, these souls shall in turn be received by Irminsul. To take this step is to bring the perfect afterlife created by our king to a permanent end.
We understand that well, and we have decided to proceed regardless. Furthermore, the contemporary human perspective would contend that confining souls in this way is no act of benevolence. The deceased have a right to rest in peace.
King Deshret's creation is clearly a place of rest and peace. It is just that many do not see it this way. But no matter. Saint Benu approves.
Hermanubis' representative and the Dendro Dragon Apep made their choice ahead of time, while the Goat King, Ibis King, and Crocodile King have also granted permission to liberate Aru. By the grace of His Majesty, guided by his wisdom and will, let the gates of Aru be reopened.
What's this? Are we under attack? No. Wait, it's...
Here you are. Through the sands of time. I see you.
Father. Father, is it really you?
It's Chet's father, Jibriel! That's right! He entered the golden slumber, didn't he?
I smell blood and sand on you. You've grown. Strong as a wild beast, and without shedding a tear.
You have to leave, don't you? Please, just answer me this. What should I do for you?
This meeting is a blessing from the gods. My soul, once imprisoned along with that of Samael, is finally free. I am truly grateful for the chance to see you again. That the dead should meet the living is itself a miracle. One brief, precious moment is enough. Enough to set my heart at ease. Do not weep for me, Jet. I know you will accomplish many great things in your life. You will go further and climb higher than I ever did. All I ask is that you take good care of yourself.
Father! Father! Father.
Hey, Jet. Do you want something to eat? Maybe it'll help you feel better.
I'm fine. Thanks, Paimon. It was just a little sudden. The chance to see my father again meant the world to me. He was trapped in the golden slumber for our sake. And now, after all this time, he can finally rest in peace. I'm glad. It's a huge relief.
You've grown strong, Jet. More than enough to fend for yourself.
Yeah. I'll leave the past in my memory where it belongs. My family, the good times and the bad. Goodbye, Father.
Ah, me, what a touching reunion that was. It seems we did a good deed today.
We three retainers, once imprisoned for our iniquity, are surely the least qualified to judge whether this deed is good or bad. Either way, Aru is open. Now you have your opportunity, and with it, whatever trouble may ensue. Although Aru was created by a god, human craftsmanship was nevertheless required to build the gate that connects it to this world. Perhaps the relationship between gods and humanity follows a similar principle.
As for your proposed renovations, we cannot determine which functions to keep or discard. Proceed as you see fit, but please entrust the task to your most accomplished scholars, or Benu will be most displeased.
It matters not. The Ibis King shall be accountable if any problems arise. Ibis. You chose to take on disciples, and so it follows that you must accept the risks of associating with humans.
If I'd known you'd be like this, I would have locked all of you away in Aru, never to leave again for all eternity.
All of us? What does this have to do with me?
Vilify me no further. Scholars, since you have liberated Aru, allow me to present you with a gift. Using Aru's power, we shall install a defense mechanism at our king's mausoleum. You must be guarded even against Irminsul itself. This shall afford you some convenience. Unseen and unheard. From this moment forth, none may by sight or hearing perceive anything said or done within the mausoleum.
Amazing. And all this is achieved just with the power of Aru?
With technology from the heavens, the possibilities are endless. Just because King Deshret did not use it for this purpose does not mean that it cannot be done. So, marvel away. This is the reward you have earned.
All right. Well, that resolves the issue of confidentiality. What about the technical side? Do we have the manpower?
Why, yes. I've already contacted them. They'll be here soon.
You must be the ones tasked by the Academia with renovating Aru?
That's right. Good afternoon. I'm Kaveh, and these two are Termezi and Naisaburi. Hey, I'll hate them! Come and introduce yourself!
We've met before. This is Thoth, the Ibis King, and everyone knows these two. Afternoon, gentlemen.
I've only ever seen these two in murals!
Ah, the paintings in the temple. They show us chatting, playing cards, playing chess. Precisely the activities we most enjoy, funnily enough.
No, only you enjoy playing chess. We were just humoring you.
I wouldn't go that far.
Back to the matter at hand. A preliminary assessment by the Academia indicates that this project requires expertise in various disciplines, including the deciphering of ancient texts, mechanical engineering, the restoration of ancient ruins, and elemental theory. The most capable minds in their respective fields are here before you. If there are no objections, we'd like to begin our work.
The artisans who built Aru for Al-Ahmar gave their very lives to create this splendid work. Follow their example by giving your utmost devotion to this project.
I didn't know that. We'll do our best, of course, but we certainly won't be sacrificing our lives.
Such brazen words. Humans these days are a far cry from their ancestors. What little respect you show for King Deshret.
No, that's not what he meant. Please, don't mind him. He shares your sentiments, just not your, penchant for hyperbole. Assuming that's what you were going for?
I just think it's important to manage expectations.
Forgive my lack of courtesy, but we simply can't sacrifice our lives to the gods on completion of the project like people in the legends of old. Here's a first draft of the project proposal for your perusal. Please let us know if you have any requests. Normally, I'd have made it look a lot more visually appealing, but we were really pressed for time on this occasion. I hope you'll forgive me if it's a little rough around the edges.
Naturally, naturally.
If my fellow ministers deem this meager display of respect sufficient, I suppose I can consider agreeing to their proposal.
Why are you so preoccupied with the ostentatious displays of respect to Al-Ahmar? We should be trying to make things easy for them. You never know. We might have to rely on these young people to look after us in our old age.
Exactly.
This is Aru's mainframe. Be reminded to use it with great caution.
We certainly will. Thank you for your assistance.
You may attempt to lay out punishment should you so desire, though I'm afraid it would be futile. You and I both know that certain components of Aru can only be operated by humans.
King Deshret always believed in humanity. Still, the reason that Aru's modules are designed that way is not so much because he trusted them, but more because he was wary of you.
Is that true? No wonder human artisans helped to build Aru then. He actually required human assistance to create his greatest work.
Naturally.
Have you noticed that the Goat King keeps giving superficial responses? It's like he's just going through the motions and leaving the real debate to his colleagues.
He understands the art of perfunctory speech. That's what earned him his position as the Minister of Ministers. It seems the rumors about King Deshret being a poor judge of character are baseless after all.
Excuse me for being blunt, but it sounds suspiciously like you're putting yourself on a pedestal and mocking me.
You're mistaken. And while there's nothing strictly wrong with making every conversation about yourself, it's not exactly a positive tendency either.
You? Whatever. I knew it'd be like this working with you. All right, let me past. I need to look at this console.
It's your job to activate it after all. Let's begin. Everyone, please proceed with the external checks and preparations as per the procedures outlined in the engineering plan.
Hello there, youngsters.
Whoa, the Ibis King came to life.
What do you mean, came to life? I've been alive the whole time.
You did say we could start our research, right? Are you having second thoughts now?
I've reviewed the proposal. The work you're planning to carry out on this grand device is ambitious in its scope. You have ample confidence in your abilities, I take it?
I wouldn't say I'm feeling hugely confident, but given how bad things are, I'd rather at least try something than sit around waiting to die.
You are the top scholars of your day. I trust you are aware that there are countless links between Aru and the Akasha?
Aru and the Akasha? But I thought the Akasha was the Academia's greatest technological accomplishment, created years ago by the Dendro Archon to help her people access knowledge.
And you too? Do you not know either?
You've read the instruction manual, right? You tell them.
An instruction manual? The Akasha has an instruction manual? The Dendro Archon is a kind and thoughtful god indeed.
It used to sit on a shelf in the corner at the House of Dana. Not the most popular read. If the manual is to be believed, Aru was in fact the original inspiration for the Akasha system.
What? But there are so few records about Aru anywhere. And practically none of the scientific expeditions into the desert had anything to do with it.
Ah, but this is something you could not possibly have known. You may have heard many stories about the desert, but what is the most important aspect of history? Consider this a quiz. Anyone from Vahumana present?
I'm from Vahumana. It's, well, veracity.
Precisely. And a large part of veracity is the chronological order in which events occur. I may as well tell you. In the beginning, Nabu Malikata, the goddess of flowers, descended upon Sumeru. The glory of the heaven was within her. She brought life, oases, and knowledge to this land. Then she created the Jinn, enlightened them, and ordered them to serve her. 2 other gods also walked upon this land where wisdom flowed in abundance, and the 3 met beneath the great green trees. It was the first and greatest alliance. We should speak with reverence of this covenant between the 3, which transcended both time and life. For they promised that in Sumeru, wisdom would be shared with all. All the great changes in Sumeru's history began with the goddess of flowers. For King Deshret's sake, she pried into the secrets of Celestia, and for this was burned to ashes by the flames of wrath. So grieved was King Deshret by her passing, that he lost all interest in state affairs, and devoted himself instead to the knowledge that she had brought back. It was after learning of the technology from that floating island in the sky that he first conceived of Aru. And so, the Akasha was inspired by Aru, while the basis for Aru itself came from Celestia's technology.
Well, if the 2 share a common technological origin, then connecting one system to the other is an entirely feasible idea.
Unbelievable. Have you no reverence at all for celestial technology?
No, I do, but there's no time for that. The schedule is too tight. Blame it on the deadline.
Perhaps you could try coming up with our cutoff dates.
You know what it's like having to turn around 5 different drafts in one day? I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
Yeah, also, Sir Ibis, King, you don't plan on getting directly involved at all, do you?
Yes, well, you strike us more as having come to give a popular science lecture. Or, wait, does this count as more of a first-hand witness statement?
Neither. Anyway, this sounds like far too much work for me.
Still, if Aru is so powerful, why didn't King Deshret use it for more ambitious ends?
Because it was never fully completed. King Deshret had grand plans, but he perished before they could come to fruition. In the beginning, his wish was to create something that could rival the very world itself. The Lord of Flowers sacrificed everything for that ambition. What he desired, she bestowed, and thus was knowledge brought into the world. Her courage and sacrifice had to be honored with the most splendid of monuments, or King Deshret would surely have deemed it a grave injustice. And that monument, built from knowledge and technology, etched with a sacrificial and courageous love, even in its unfinished form, it deserves to be treasured. At that time, King Deshret said the following to the Lord of Dendro. Since we share an eternal covenant, I shall never be your enemy. Hence, the fruit of wisdom from the heavens is not to be devoured. Remember, it is not that I lack the power to become the enemy of wisdom. Yet you and she have taught me much and shown me kindness. For this, I cherish you both. In the end, Aru was only used to store a portion of the souls. It was but a primitive form of the masterwork the king had envisaged. His final hope for Aru was to return to the past, when she yet lived.
So the point you're making is, King Deshret was both powerful and ambitious, and he only ceased his imperious ways out of affection for the goddess of flowers and the Dendro Archon. You could see this as an act of mercy, but you could also see it as the sentiments that lay between these 3 gods placing constraints on him. This was, after all, the foundation of the alliance between them.
This explains why Aru was both a prison and a monument. and why the answer to the 3 questions was time.
You have to be careful who you get involved with, or you invite all manner of misfortune. This is as true for gods as it is for humans. Love is the same. It is both a prison and a monument. All right, let us pause the story here for now. Seeing as you've been so diligent, I'll offer a little help. Who's in charge again? Is it you two?
Ah, yes, me and him.
Now then, close your eyes. Wisdom hides in the space between the tangible and the intangible. It is to convey the incommunicable through the simplest of mediums. By the power of King Deshret, I shall grant you a glimpse into the unseen secrets that lie at the threshold of existence.
Where did this come from? Is it a new mechanism?
It looks more like some form of externalized information. You've rendered it visible?
Just as the Akasha allows you to access a greater range of knowledge, the power of our king permits one to perceive ingenuities that do not belong to this world. This is no ordinary mechanism. It reflects the internal structure of Aru. Whether you choose to increase or decrease, keep or discard. Come, use these to achieve the outcome you desire.
Looks mechanical to me. Better let me handle it, just in case. But wait, how do I get up there?
Turn around.
So that's where the elevator is. Obelisks were used to record important information in the ancient desert civilization. Hey, Al-Haytham, there's some writing here I'll need you to decipher. I've sent it to your screen. Do you see it?
Got it. It's a little blurry, but I should manage.
Take a look and tell me what it says. Oh, and I'll send any other similar text directly to you from now on.
Let's start with this one. It's a variant of an older script. Herein lie verses written for the Yellow Sands. Looks like cultural information from the age of King Deshret.
If so, I suggest you delete it.
Words thrown together merely for fun. I had no idea Aru kept a record of this.
Well, as long as you're certain that this is strictly private information, that's fine.
It is unimportant.
All right, well, I guess I'll start now. Found some more. Sending them over to you now.
These are all reports about the Gurubad conflict.
Can we delete them?
I'd say so. Most of this information has already been archived anyway.
What if there are details in there that Vahumana missed? What are we supposed to do if they come after us in the future?
They'll just have to live with it. If we don't resolve these issues now, there won't even be an academia in the future, let alone a Vahumana Darshan.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, done. There's some other similar monuments nearby. I'll check them out. Another monument.
Hold on.
You're still reading it? How long is it?
It records the development and governance of the Oasis civilization. Most of it concerns the Jinn, but it also contains records left by the artisans who built Aru.
Is it important?
Some of it. There was no way for me to read the whole thing in its entirety, so I had to rely on my intuition to pick the parts worth keeping.
What about the artisans' records? What do they mention?
They're speculations, mostly. For instance, they were wondering how to protect themselves if King Deshret decided to silence them after the construction of Aru was complete.
Sounds like pure mythology to me. Surely that kind of thing didn't really happen.
The records do emphasize that this was merely their conjecture based on various myths. Still, the artisans did leave details of their plans to survive, including blueprints for their escape route.
Even that got recorded? Okay, well, I'll make a copy of this first before I delete it.
Is that truly necessary? You won't be needing those.
No, the blueprints are important. I want to keep them as a memento. I think that should just about do it.
It meets the requirements of the contingency plans, so we should be good.
I gotta say, it's the strangest feeling, this cross between reality and the intangible. It's like drifting between life and death, or in and out of a dream, using my own hands to manipulate illusions that are forever out of reach.
Chasing dreams in the most literal sense. Definitely a novel experience.
What happens if my spirit just floats away?
That won't happen. Anyway, I wouldn't celebrate just yet if I were you. There's likely to be a phase 2 of this project.
All right. I'd better keep my wits about me then.
Traveler from afar, do you worry for the fate of Sumeru as well?
Whoa! It's so big the crocodile
Greetings, Crocodile King.
Please be at ease. I'm just here to chat with you about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Sounds like you really care about her.
Yes, although to be exact, it is a mixture of both concern and curiosity that I feel.
Speaking of Nahida, Paimon was wondering how she's doing.
Wait a moment.
What is it?
I tried calling out to a pep, but there was no response. This can only mean that she is focusing all her energy on taking care of Lesser Lord Kusanali.
All the gods who served King Deshret seemed super surprised to hear that Apep agreed to help Nahida. Guessing she made a bad impression on you or something.
Are you aware of the history between her and our king? The story begins a long time ago. Al-Ahmar was always a wishful thinker with a that was when our king was at the height of his power. Ibis Goti and I were no match for him. And so, to a pep, Al-Ahmar's pride and sense of superiority were nothing but ignorance and hubris. In the end, King Deshret coveted the power of Celestia. His final act was to trick the dragon into swallowing him whole, leaving her to bear the torment of him. The Dendro Dragon stands for the glory of a bygone era. She hated Al-Ahmar and what he represented. All the gods, all the power they wielded. And so, her willingness to help the Dendro Archon through this crisis comes as a—
Yep, Nahida did her.
So Lesser Lord Kusanali put an end to the Dendro Dragon's many As much as she loathes the Seven, a pep knows kindness when she's—
Yeah, that's the sense we got from dealing with her too.
She is not incapable of coexisting with other living things. Rather, she actively chooses to avoid coexistence. And all of this being said, I wouldn't expect too much from her if I were you.
We'll keep that in mind. Anyway, how much longer do you think Nahida needs to stay with Apep? For all we know, the Fatui might still be in the desert. I'm alright, Paimon. Huh? Was that Nahida's voice?
It seems the treatment was a—
Since when do my deeds require your evaluation?
Ah! Here will do just fine.
I had no intention of taking you any further. One ought not expect greater generosity than they have earned.
You always hide your kindness away like an oasis within a sandstorm. Only those who make it through the swirling winds can know just how beautiful that oasis is. And how—
You dare appraise my being?
No, I'm expressing my gratitude.
Awake already. You are more resilient than I thought.
Pep. I feel much better.
Gods and their gratitude mean little to me. I would rather you give me your assurance that the situation with Irminsul and Sumeru's ley lines will be competently managed. If I suffer any ill effects from the ley lines, you, as the god of this land—
I understand what you require. But I would assume this task even if you did not demand. Sumeru is my responsibility.
A farcical notion. God of Sumeru, I hope you realize how unextraordinary your strength is.
And yet, maybe it is precisely what defines me. A god of wisdom is not meant to rule by force.
Then hold steady. We go forth.
Well, I'll be. Is that a pep? Do my eyes deceive me? Of all places,
I see that after all this time, Al-Ahmar's menagerie of minutes—
It's a pleasure, Dendro Dragon. Had you arrived but a little sooner, you might have attended a meeting of the Seven Pillars.
What a nauseating thought. You are not the first insects I have had the displeasure of dealing with today. A swarm of them tugged on my tail on my way over. Goodness knows what hovels they crawled from.
What did you do with them?
I cast them away. What would you have me do? Boer, this is where we shall part ways. To be clear, I do not wish to see you or anyone else here ever again, unless absolutely necessary.
Then I wish you peace as you return to your dwelling place.
It matters not to me. Simply refrain.
A force to be reckoned with.
Hold on, just hold on, okay? We're almost there. We made it. Huh? Wait, that voice! Uh-oh, I'm gonna fall! Well, that's a relief. A pair of safe hands indeed.
The Dendro Archon's familiars.
Huh? Wait, what are the R&R? Obviously I was worried about the Dendro Archon. I've been supporting them with my Pari powers the whole way here. Oh, you seem pretty nervous. Is it because there are too many people around? Not just people. It's all these non-human beings, too. It's hard on them. I can't believe you made such a long and dangerous journey just for my... I'll have to ask everyone to wait while I help our new arrival settle in. Traveler, Paimon, shall we find a place for our friend? Awesome! Well, first... Okay, I think... Hello, everyone. It's only us. It must be very tough for you coming all the way out here, especially since you don't like the Veluca. Is everyone back? Ah, everyone's here. Good. Are you okay? You look like... and you're forgetting who I am. Don't... Red Oh, excuse me! Are you... I suppose everyone is gathered here because of me. I can't thank you enough. Right now, we're focused on restructuring Aru, processing excess information, and help. I can help too! Just let me know where I'm... Up to no good? Traveler, Paimon. I have other work to attend. No problem. Thank you. I'm counting. There's one other thing. If you are to work alongside the people of Sumeru, you will... There's nothing to fear. No one here will hurt you. But if you do feel... Very well. Now, I shall bestow a small blessing upon you all. Whenever people see you and interact with you, from the moment their gaze meets yours, they will experience the most beautiful of dreams. Do not fear. Everyone's here. Wonderful.
Dendro Archon.
Are you recovering all right?
I'm doing very well. I see. Using the power, it's a sound. I regret to be the bearer of bad news. But with the state that Irminsul is currently...
Alas, we had feared this may be...
What about non-traditional means?
Non-traditional?
Are you saying...
Desperate times call for new...
Ah, it's you. The Aranara have good intuition when it comes to people. Another...
Given everything that's going on?
Miss Nefer, as a professional intelligence
Not one that I'm willing to volunteer.
Let's say I'll treat this as a pilot project aimed at expanding your intelligence operations. Whatever business you're in, an avenue to demonstrate your abilities can...
I like the sound of that.
Given that you rarely set foot in Sumeru, practically no one at Caravan Rebot knows who you are.
I take it you've read the files on everyone in the...
Yes. I also skimmed the list of evacuees.
Any initial suspect?
Limiting the scopes to males whose recent activity could... The Aranara saw 2 people talking, but currently we only have 1 suspect.
Everyone is heading for the desert per the evacuation order. Anyone will...
There's no way it was a spur of the moment to... We need to smoke him out from wherever he...
Sounds like you have the beginning. I see.
So far, we still lack solid evidence that he's been bribed.
Then let's get closer to him to confirm before we make our move.
And you're certain you've never encountered...
I'm certain. Besides, it's extremely rare for me to have had any direct contact with... Sino, stay out of sight and wait for my signal. If he raises an...
Understood. I'll take it...
Excellent. Darker skin, scars... Frequents the desert and has ample combat experience. Nothing unusual about how he drew a coin. Interesting. Could that be how his contact paid him? Sorry to bother you. Has everyone here...
Ma'am? What are you doing in Caravan Rebot all by yourself?
My friend and I lost some of our cargo along the way. I didn't want to miss out on potential business, so I... And then there was a terrible sandstorm. I guess I must have taken...
Forgive me for asking, but just to be on the safe side.
Sure. She has blonde hair And she was wearing a hat and a...
Yes, I think that does ring a bell. Ah, my apologies. During this exceptional time...
I understand. Well...
Hey, wait! They left a good while ago now. You'll never catch up with them on your own. Why don't I give you a ride? I'm here to collect the last few people anyway.
That would be amazing.
Hey, let's not worry about the money for now. Wait here a moment. Once I'm done packing up, I'll...
All right, thanks. Let me... Okay. Well, I wish there was some way I...
You're not wrong there. I mean, what kind of cargo is so important that it's worth risking your life to...
I suppose I can tell you, since you've been such a big help. But be...
Oh, really?
We're in the antiques business. You understand? Some of our goods aren't acquired through the most legitimate...
Ah, no. Well, ma'am, in that case...
I'm all ears. But to be clear, our commission isn't cheap.
I'm sure that won't be a problem. My issue is, I have something that's...
Pure gold. That's quite something.
If you look hard enough, there are many treasures to be found in the...
It has no distinct Snezhnayan markings. That'll be why he's going with that story. And he clearly doesn't want to arouse suspicion, so he's on the lookout for an opportunity. Surely you have an existing business partner. Won't they take it off your hands?
The shop I used to work with is having cash flow issues at the moment after losing some money. I'm under enough...
I understand. Gold is the last thing that traders with cash flow problems want to see. Well...
As it happens, I'm just...
Sure. Let's...
This evacuation was a huge operation. They needed a few people to stay behind and tie up loose ends. And I ended up being one of them. You're lucky you ran into us in time.
Hands where I can see them.
General Mahamatra! No, wait!
This is the coin? Sadly, you won't have the chance to spend it.
Nicely done. Looks like Sumer...
Unmarked gold coins are quite difficult to trace. Thanks to you, here's what's gonna happen. Southeast from here, leeward side of the hill. That.
Great work. Candace tells me you're in...
Hers are quickly catching up. She's improved. Looks like it's over to you.
Because I'm quickest on my feet?
Because you know how to trail a target. Plus, it'll be easier to monitor their activity from the air.
Fine.
One more thing. The Traveler just brought a message from the Dendro Archon.
Got it. We'll do...
Are you sure?
Gee, I don't know.
Okay.
Really? You do know this is a stealth operation, right?
Paimon, are you sure about that?
Well, Paimon at least wants to give it a shot. Besides, being the best guide in Teyvat has to...
Fine. Join me if you want. But be warned. If anything...
No need! Paimon will be...
Good. Then what are we waiting for?
Ah! Coming! Coming!
Behold! Upon the gale. Squall and fury. We're here. Now, we wait.
Okay, yeah, cool.
What's on your mind?
Huh? Oh!
I thought all you cared about besides being a guide was food and sleep.
What's
supposed to mean? Paimon's been on plenty of dangerous
But never on your own. You hardly ever leave the... Just saying. I'm kind of at loose ends right now. So if you did want to share...
Hat guy? Do you think Paimon is useless?
What? Where...
When we were in Nodcry, Paimon suddenly realized something. Even though Paimon's with a traveler every single day, whenever we face real danger, she can't do anything to help. Paimon doesn't get like this very often. She just got really scared when the traveler got kidnapped that time. What if he never came back? What would Paimon do then? And the more Paimon thought about it, the more useless she felt. But Paimon doesn't want to be a burden. Paimon wants to be a friend who's actually useful. Does that make any sense? You know, that feeling of just being completely useless and... Oh. Paimon probably sounds so ridiculous right now.
You asked the right person. Boy, do I know that feeling.
Oh.
I'm not gonna try and encourage you. What I will say is this. When you start, you have to make the decision to move forward. Otherwise, no amount. So ask yourself, what do you want? To get stronger? Something's not right. Should Paimon? Is it just me?
Should Paimon take a look?
We'll give it another hour. If nothing happens...
Okay. How strange. What is it? Did you think of something?
Something feels off about this. We know for sure that the guy Sinocot had something set up. Yet somehow his contact is a no-show.
How would they know to do that?
That's the problem. They couldn't possibly know what's happening here. This feels...
Even though this isn't a formal meeting, I'd still...
Shesupang and Bennu are currently assisting the scholars with the maintenance of Aru. As for Hermanubis, may he rest in peace. We remember him with...
There have been times when I imagined what it might be like to meet you all. Now that its time has taken many things away.
I must say, you appear to be in good spirits, Lesser Lord Kusanali. But even so, I can sense...
Oh no! So even... Don't worry, Paimon. It worked very... The issue is how closely I'm tied to Irminsul. Until the problem with it is resolved, there is no way I can fully recover. Sumeru has undergone tremendous changes during your absence. When gods pass away...
Regrettably, this is...
I too have grown weaker due to the effects of Irminsul. Right now...
Then what do you suggest?
We take all the help we can get. Sumeru is our shared home. You and I...
Though Al-Ahmar is no longer with us, the alliance between the three gods remains in force. Not to mention that it was the people of Sumeru who released us from this prison.
You really know how to give a rousing...
Now then, let us learn more.
The brightest minds of the Sumeru Academia are busy opening and renovating...
Correct. Irminsul has existed in Teyvat since the very beginning. But during the Age of the Dragons, it did not possess the significance it holds today. After the heavenly principles arrived, the power of the Light Realm was divided into elemental energy, and Irminsul was refashioned as a device that records and preserves. Since then, everything in this as the Dendro Archon, I have a duty to protect Irminsul. Teyvat has seen many upheavals in the last few years. The most recent of these was a major crisis. I made sure to monitor all the pathways through which an outsider could potentially transmit themselves into I still believe that someone has actively invaded Irminsul. But rather than taking any of the path by entering Irminsul through death.
I see what you mean. You cannot simply stop all deceased souls from returning to the ley lines because of a potential invasion that could occur at any time.
That's right. as important as it is to guard against external threats. I couldn't allow myself to stop the souls of the departed from...
Please, understand how
defense has never been an easy...
After Irminsul was invaded, my authority was quickly restricted.
I'm sure you feel responsible, but you are not to blame.
But the people of Sumeru should not have to endure this.
And this is...
Yes. The only thing in Sumeru capable of rivaling... All I managed to do before falling into a coma was make some minor adjustments to Irminsul. The scholar's initial plan was to borrow Aru's power to reboot. Unfortunately, Irminsul has suffered far. To rise to the challenge, we had to resort to a more extreme and far costly. To reclaim Irminsul, our brightest scholars have made further modifications to...
Human wisdom has clearly improved over the millennia. You have not only our support, but that of the Jinn.
Together, we will do everything in...
By the way, when you spoke earlier of an intruder...
Well... Master Tainari!
Is this... How did this happen?
Luckily, we managed...
What in the world was that?
Oh my. I understand. Not once over the millennia.
Please continue, Dendro Archon.
Irminsul's root system is what comprises the ley lines. In the past, it has always been hidden. It has become a tree of unbridled greed. A clear sign that a deranged
Blasphemy. From where I stand and experiment. But, if we are to honor Dottores' will...
The birth of this tree proves to me beyond doubt, but to explain the situation...
Zandik. So it was him. I saw him in the desert once. A man of supreme...
But didn't Dottore die and not cry? How is... He must still have loyal followers amongst the Fatui. Even...
I can confirm that Fatui forces have... Furthermore, Irminsul seems to be undergoing some kind of mutation. Evil branches are beginning to... Sorry. I couldn't think of any other word to describe it. They...
A baleful tree.
Speaking of Dottore, I didn't think it was wise to state this out in the open. But my theory is, the mole was...
You mean, the Fatui never intended to follow through with him? Then why plant a mole at all?
It's hardly a conventional strategy. And the rationale, but as it happens, I know someone who works exactly this way. And when it comes down to it, he's been a collaborator of Dottore's from the outset. That fact alone...
There is still much to be done. Everyone,
As per the discussions, the following Mr. Al-Haytham and Mr. Kave, the next phase of the
We'll give it everything we've...
The plan looks feasible, but the
General Mahamatra Sino and his team will...
No problem. I've already spoken with Seth.
This kind of thing is best left to the fleet-footed, right?
If it's efficiency you're after, we're the right people.
Following up on the elemental energy amplifier we discussed. Ms. Dory, I assume you're the one most familiar with...
Yep, that's right.
Got it. Well,
You can count on us. Will do.
Rest assured.
Dia, Candace, and Nefer, you'll be in charge of negotiating between the various parties. I trust you...
You bet. We can handle it.
Good. I believe that covers everything. Tainari will provide ad hoc support as needed, if that's okay.
Poor Tainari. Must be tough being Nephis' student. Getting bossed around all day.
Hey, don't try and drive a wedge.
All it says to me is that Master Nephis has faith in everyone's abilities. While I'm not...
Exactly.
Finally, Traveler, once that task is complete, I'll be the Eternal Oasis?
Regarding your trip to Natlan, under normal circumstances, a meeting between our two nations would be a far more formal, so regretfully, we won't be able to give the Pyro Archon Mawika the grand reception that she deserves.
No point putting too much pressure on yourselves.
Right. Especially you,
Don't worry about me. Plus, we'll be there. Yes. I believe in myself. Well,
To what extent we can implement the final plan depends on how successfully the Akasha can be modified and configured.
Yeah, no surprise.
Once we roll this out, any Sumeru citizens who already have Akasha terminals can simply continue. This still leaves us with a significant equipment shortage, though. Many groups of people were never issued Akasha terminals.
We'll need a supply of rare materials for the renovation of Aru and the production of new terminals. Right now, the best place to source these locally. Time is not on our side here.
The Aru merge and renovation project will have to be carried out by you two, as discussed. General Mr. Sethos is quite familiar with the layout of King Deshret's mausoleum.
I have every confidence. In the meantime...
Makes sense.
Get information and stay close.
What is this, boot camp?
It's just Sino being Sino.
Everyone clear on our mission objective. Look at the excess primal constructs.
And King Deshret's 7 pillars agreed to this?
If they're just sitting there doing nothing, we might as well put them to use.
Through me, justice is served. Escape! Guilty! Their penance is due! Escape condemned! Wretched vermin! Move or be moved! Way ahead of you! Empty space! Nowhere to run! Excuse me? Your sins weigh upon your soul. Guilty. You stand condemned. Your penance is due. Futile. Cry louder! Behold!
These devices should still be usable even though they're broken down. Let's take them back for the others to review.
Squall and fury!
Too slow.
Wretched vermin! The sage's wisdom! Into space!
Judgment is upon us. We stand condemned. Guilty.
How many do we need?
Enough to make an Akasha terminal for everyone who doesn't own one.
I remember you telling me how revolutionary these Akasha terminals were.
The Academia declared the Akasha to be the most powerful and comprehensive wisdom.
Certainly sounds impressive.
Neither Hat Guy nor I have ever had an Akasha.
Well, if it all goes to plan, that's about to change.
Oh, goody! Thank you so much for handling the delivery. What a long way it was. I'm well aware what a bumpy, dangerous journey it must have been. Now,
Oh, trust me. I'm patting myself on the back for my assembly work here. Simply flop. But will you really be needing all of this?
according to our plan, yes, this is the quantity required.
I heard you covered a lot of the funding out of...
Oh, that's an exaggeration. Of course, the real tragedy is how little profit I'm making on this.
It's really quite a beautiful design. And I'm intrigued by how such a...
Did you attend the lecture on light realm energy, Madame Farazan?
Of course I attended. I was just a little late, so I had to listen to the whole thing from outside the back door. Anyway, I have a perfectly good understanding of light realm, elemental, and abyssal energy, as well as the relationship between...
Good to know. Master told me in private that the conversion process between light realm energy and elemental energy involves highly classified knowledge that shouldn't be disseminated too widely.
Well, you can't enforce a rule that everyone...
At first, the Dendro Archon was reluctant to explain it in great depth for safety reasons. To protect someone from such dangers means keeping them in the dark. But for someone to know and embody it's an information hazard. We're exposed to danger just by knowing the facts. And just like bait, it lures us in by offering us the solution to our problems. A tricky problem. But today...
What do you mean?
I get it. For instance, you and I share secret knowledge, while she and I take on the risks of life, death, and fate.
Hey, what? That is not what I call...
Well, as they often say in Vahumana, an event that is monumental to the individual is negligible in the grand scheme of history. Generally, the fate of the individual is an insignificant affair.
Being from Amorta, where the subject of our research tends to be a lot more personal, I have...
In other words, the big problem of survival...
When the same secret is shared with a group of people, the same fate... Most people would find this unimaginable. But to us...
Sharing knowledge is a good way to fight again. All right. I think that...
Thanks a lot. But don't...
Okay, the materials are ready. Al-Haytham.
Most of the information in Aru is written in ancient
Oh. Not lost to history, I hope.
Some are. All we can do is infer the meaning based on the rule, although this section actually fills in some of the missing historical record. I'm transcribing it so we can bring it back to the Academia.
After Aru started up, 2 more lines of text appeared here.
Humans may not read what is written by the gods, except by not reading. Victory should not be easy to attain, for it symbolizes divine wisdom. Knowledge must not waver, for it has external borders.
Is this a clue to solving a puzzle? Or is you can't read it unless you don't read it? Victory is... Wait, I think I've got it.
A chessboard.
You were right. The youth of today are skilled at solving riddles.
Have the secrets buried in the desert not been unearthed over the years all the same? Since our...
I've always been against overly cryptic sentences. Don't you get...
It's you 3. Just in time. We've been delving deep in...
I've heard this was how you'd while away your free hours.
It is true. King Deshret's chess games are some of the most well-loved of all his wonderful creation.
Is this chessboard supposed to be another...
Naturally. Visitors, everything is ready. Only by completing the challenge on the board in accordance with the rules will you...
1 second. It's not...
dangerous?
I should be the one to go, then. Wait for...
Sounds like the self-confidence of our present company has rubbed...
Don't be ridiculous. I'm your upperclassman, and that...
I appreciate the sentiment, but a game of chess typically requires... Besides, I'm sure they won't let things get out of hand. Keeping things relatively safe is in your best interest.
Fair enough. I mean, you guys are controlling the difficulty, so please don't go...
But Bennu said he wanted to put some respect.
Thank you. Obviously. This doesn't seem like ordinary chess.
No, you must enter the board and pass the trials.
Ready?
Let's do it.
The first trial is posed by me.
I don't think this is gonna stop us.
But the key to this game lies in working together. Otherwise, you will be deemed to have broken the rules.
Looks like it's up to me. Marak, can you open it?
King Deshret's favorite primal construct. Living on in suitcase form, of all things. Amusing.
Ho-ho! Excellent work.
Strange time to catch up on sleep.
I'm not sleeping, I'm thinking! It's not that simple, you know.
Now is the time for my trial. Now, don't be nervous. I'll make it nice and easy for you.
Really?
Thanks in advance. We appreciate it.
Ibis King, don't you think this all rather inappropriate? You may as well be handing them victory on a silver platter. Do not expect me to follow your lead.
Ha! Suit yourself.
Ibis King, don't you think this all rather inappropriate? You may as well be handing them victory on a silver platter. Do not expect me to follow your lead.
Ha! Suit yourself.
Strange time to catch up on sleep.
I'm not sleeping, I'm thinking. It's not that simple, you know.
Strange time to catch up on sleep.
I'm not sleeping, I'm thinking. It's not that simple, you know.
Ibis King, don't you think this all rather inappropriate? You may as well be handing them victory on a silver platter. Do not expect me to follow your lead.
Ha! Suit yourself.
Strange time to catch up on sleep.
I'm not sleeping, I'm thinking. It's not that simple, you know.
Ibis King, don't you think this all rather inappropriate? You may as well be handing them victory on a silver platter. Do not expect me to follow your lead.
Ha! Suit yourself. Alhaitham, what are you thinking?
If you don't want to wait, you're free to leave.
I never wanted to wait in the first place. Chessboard gave me no choice.
If you say so. Strange time to catch up on sleep.
I'm not sleeping, I'm thinking. It's not that simple, you know.
Ibis King, don't you think this all rather inappropriate? You may as well be handing them victory on a silver platter. Do not expect me to follow your lead.
Ha! Suit yourself. Alhaitham, what are you thinking?
If you don't want to wait, you're free to leave.
I never wanted to wait in the first place. Chessboard gave me no choice.
If you say so.
Done. Finally. But seriously, that was incredible. Standing on the chest— oh, sorry. I'll save my thoughts for later. Thanks to the three of you for helping us out with this. Is it just—
We made but a humble contribution.
You lived up to our expectations.
In addition to the existing functions, since Aru's interference shield can cover the entirety of the mausoleum, it should be possible to extend its range even—
So, building upon the existing
Imagine for a moment. What would the
I agree. This is the best—
Me, oh my. Well, since you asked—
Naturally.
Time to go! Let's go find Nahida!
you are. Miss Nicole truly is an angel. She said that while the other members of the Hexen Circle are busy with important work. Oh, is Nicole all right? She is. Well, time for it.
This should be one of the closest places to Natlan in all of Sumeru. There's the barrier Nicole and Nefer mentioned. It complete, but why? Why separate you from... And if I'm not mistaken, Irminsul was polluted once...
I'm wondering the same thing,
That voice.
Hello, traveler. It's been a...
Hello there.
Hello, Dendro.
Malika, I apologize for asking you to... I also apologize for not being able to greet you in person. The form in which you see me now is one carried... Irminsul has been infiltrated by the Doctor. We must be on our guard, as he can spy on information in the world from within the tree. Fortunately...
My records will be preserved in the Night Kingdom, rather than the ley lines. As long as the Night Kingdom remains disconnected from the ley line cycle, the Doctor has no way...
Exactly.
So by meeting each other in this way, the meeting essentially never happened. No wonder Paimon didn't come. You were concerned that her activity would be recorded by Irminsul. The Natlanese have heard about the situation in Sumeru. With the borders sealed off, merchants have been forced to stop their shipments.
I'd like to address the question you raised at the beginning. I don't reach this conclusion gladly, but... Irminsul predates the heavenly principles. So even when the people of Sumeru became ill because of pollution, it was not a critical issue from the perspective of Irminsul itself. But this time, the Doctor's invasion has directly affected the tree. The heavenly principles established a rule that when Irminsul is plunged into grave danger, a portion of that way, even if Sumeru is destroyed...
We'd certainly need it.
The heavenly principles created almost everything that exists in Teyvat today. To them, preserving the existence...
Meaning? Protecting...
Yes. My own power may be limited, especially compared to yours. But...
Nicole of the Hexen Circle didn't say exactly what this meeting was about. But after hearing everything you've said so far...
That's right. Nahida and I discussed it at length.
You need the Pyronosis, don't you?
Yes. Originally, I only intended to borrow it, but... the situation is far graver than I foresaw. So instead, what I ask of you is... to please give the Pyronosis to Sumeru.
Why do you...
Surely a gnosis is pretty important.
I guess, but... it's not as if losing it would suddenly render us powerless. But I'm sure you don't need me to tell you that. With all the nations you've traveled to, and all the gods, as far as I'm concerned, a gnosis is basically an elemental energy enhancer. But I don't usually use it. You know me. I like to think I'm pretty strong without it.
Yeah. Not about...
So you see, you don't need to sweat it. Here, take the Pyronosis.
Huh? Just like that?
Uh-huh, just like that. To tell the truth, I know you accompanied Nahida here to try and increase the chance of success. It's a good thing you did. Because you're in.
Are you sure about this?
I won't try to quantify it, but trust me. Handing over the Gnosis to Tumaini is far from the Besides, even if you hadn't come here personally, Irminsul doesn't just affect Sumeru. It impacts all of Teyvat. You don't need to tell me the specifics of your plan. Where the Gnosis is involved, the tighter the secrecy, the higher your
We got my heartfelt thanks.
But now, for the hard part. How do I actually give it to you? The Irminsul barrier is right in the way.
I have an idea.
Just as I thought.
Just made a lucky guess. This seems to happen quite a lot. Things that apply to everyone else don't seem to apply to me.
Irminsul usually produces effects based on the records it holds. Since the Traveler...
Is that right? You really catch.
Whoa! Thank you, Mawika. Thank you.
All right. No need to get so full. Besides, there's still one problem. You might be able to pass through the barrier, but I don't know about the...
I have the Pyronosis in my hand. It feels strangely ordinary. I need to think hard about my memories of Pyro. My memories of journeying through Natlan. All those important...
The Gnosis disappeared.
I'm fine. The Pyronosis disappeared into my body. Just like... phlogiston.
Maybe it resonates with you because you've mastered the power of phlogiston. You might not be recorded in the...
Whew.
Please allow me to express my gratitude once again.
Pleasure. Well, I've given you all the...
We won't let you down.
Yeah.
Traveler, Paimon's a teensy bit nervous, but only Of course. After all the adventures you've had with the Traveler...
I'm doing all right. What about you?
With the negative effects of Irminsul, I am a bit like a piece of fruit that's been burnt, but please don't worry. We all know stoking the fire inside oneself is certainly one way to live. I've been quietly learning little things.
Me too. With the constant traveling, I'm always
I think there's someone else here who would share that sentiment.
Don't worry about what I think. I was just past...
What are you talking about, hat guy? This is the top floor. No one...
Says who? You can fly just like I can. I would have thought it...
I don't know why, but I feel a little...
It shows that you feel comfortable laying down your burdens in our presence. It means, and we feel exactly the same way around you.
It's finally done. Ugh, but I have a nagging feeling that there's something I've forgotten. Oh, there you are. Okay, fair enough. That was a pointless question.
You must really be exhausted.
Well, it's been a busy...
When work ends, you...
Yeah, we're definitely due a break. Here, this one's for you.
Thanks.
You want a bite to eat? I can grab us something. Or wait, I think there's a...
Are you nervous?
A little, yeah.
Because everything that happens next is beyond my individual control.
What do you mean, cannot influence?
There's only so much I can do.
Was it like this
You mean with Azar and his accomplices? Yes and no.
So the enemy is stronger? I still vividly remember the way you interrogated me in the...
If your memory is so vivid, You might also recall that it was you who came looking.
I came for a conversation.
What do I think? I think we're certainly...
It's good having me around to help out.
Absolutely.
Certainly feels that way. I just shuddered. So, the sky is so clear. And there isn't a whiff of decay or destruction in the air.
Awful things happen all the time. What you and I have done is increase our chances.
Lofty ideals may provide no defense at all against... Oh, I hope everything...
It will. As long as...
It's really
I think it's most... Ugh.
Too bad we've got a fight tomorrow.
Let us pray instead.
Prayer.
Lord Sangama Bay.
That's right. Actually, I was hoping I might run into you, Dia. I wanted to let you know.
No, really? I'll take 2. Any chance of a friends and...
I knew you'd ask that. Surprise! It's free of charge.
That's very generous of you, Lord Sangama Bay. Does this mean...
Nope. Turns out, it's not that easy to turn a profit there. I even ran some assorted losses. But remember that merchant caravan you two rescued in the desert last month?
No way! I had no idea that was your shipment. Explains the, eclectic mix of goods, though.
Lord Sangama Bay's investment in the desert and generous stockpiling of goods has helped many people over the years.
Wait, how did you know about... that pesky lady. Aren't intel brokers at least supposed to...
She and Candace go way back. It's normal for close friends to share things you wouldn't tell to everyone else.
Sure, but why did they have to...
That's how Nefer shows that she cares. She wishes for all of us to know...
It must be hard trying to make a living far away from home.
Well...
Definitely. Does praying help you?
Defending one's home is a just cause. My
anger.
Just taking a walk.
Yes, Miss Junior.
Come on, it's fine.
Oh, then...
I remember you, Miss Junior Zod. You visited my shop before.
That's right. She is... I see her more as a friend. And
Agreed.
I spoke with several people during the evacuation. Oh, it makes me glad. A compliment?
My lady, you've always been a remarkably strong and ambitious person. What are you praying for?
Our beliefs may not be entirely the same.
I pray that
I pray for the safe return of all my companions.
Look at the time. I should head back.
Wait.
Have we met?
Not exactly. I think we may have crossed...
Oh.
You recognize...
The clues in the name.
Fair point.
It's getting...
I could ask you the same question.
Well, I have something of a background.
Did you find the experience...
Honestly, it was tedious and uneventful at first. But eventually, I think I did. I was told that I even shed tears while I was meditating.
Not at all. It just proves good night.
Thank you, sir. You
Time to go! Let's meet the others at the mausoleum of King Deshret.
standing up high, gazing out at the rolling dunes. One cannot know what freedom truly...
The golden slumber truly lives up to its name as a dreamland.
Dendro Archon.
I was wondering.
What kind of...
So many, as I once said to a friend. What are the many disasters that this world...
The biggest question you should be asking is...
Yes. Although, I must not fail. And
what we declare to be a young sapling, we may...
Nahida! We're here! Just in time.
Ready when you are.
We're here too.
Miss Nicole! Miss Nicole! You run... I thought I'd get a lot of exercise.
Sorry.
Lesser Lord Kusanali? The equipment is ready.
As discussed.
Accessing Irminsul via the Akasha is no longer feasible at this stage. Maybe you should take it.
The architecture and functionality of the Akasha terminals overlap considerably with Aru. There is reasonable as long as the transplant and merge operation succeeds. Aru should theoretically work on a scale greater than the Akasha and approximately equal to Irminsul. It will become the largest active computing device. A system this powerful is capable of a lot of different things. In the past, the Akasha was primarily used for one way in the pursuit of greater knowledge. Some scholars have attempted to connect their consciousness to Irminsul through...
Correct. In academic language, scholars who reach that stage are said to have entered Satyavada life. Hypatia has performed this practice...
Right. And this at least proves that there is a zone within Irminsul...
That's right. Providing wisdom to the people is one of the very
In that case, I'll skip to the conclusion then. We need to further modify Aru.
Every person?
Yes.
I've already calculated the...
So you mean...
Yes. But this time, the people of Sumeru won't be using them to...
When we evacuated the city, we brought all the important assets from the House of Dana. We've checked all the relevant records, and one thing...
Everyone in Sumeru is part of the plan. Whoever...
Since dysfunction of Irminsul was introduced, it has only ever been made but by expanding the scale to include all the people of Sumeru, under normal circumstances, Irminsul would be able to cope with us. It might be Counting down. 3, 2, 1.
Are you ready?
Ready.
People sought knowledge, they turned to the Tree of Wisdom. Today, we use it to save Sumeru and the whole world. These boughs that nurtured learning must not become tools for destroying the world.
Shut down Irminsul just to stop me? You fools.
I have all the time in the world.
Success! The evil Irminsul tree has stopped growing!
Great.
What a display of true courage! The courage to think, and the courage...
Indeed, only humans...
What was once created for spreading knowledge is now used for...
I am grateful to you three for your help. Only thanks now, nobody who wears a terminal will have their activity accurately tracked by Ermin. Now for the... I'll need the help of your...
How might we be of service?
I need to reach the Eternal Oasis immediately.
Right now?
In that case, Ibis King, would you...
Never. I assume you have...
You mean the one you gave to me?
How could I? You misjudge me. I just wanted to show you another way you can use it. Connect to Safei Shatranj.
Safei Shatranj?
Thoth's chess set gains its power from the chessboard laid out in the desert by King Deshret and ourselves. In other words, the chess set is an extension of the chessboard. In the past...
Transfer initiated.
We haven't heard a single word from our spy in the desert. I'm afraid he might have been captured.
Never mind.
But we spent years...
Nothing comes for free in this world, but the loss is not without its purpose. For a small price, we have wasted a precious amount of the limited time they have. Quite a bargain, if you ask me.
Understood.
Weighing profit against loss is a necessary part of life. But to tell the truth, I have been operating at a loss since this all began. Since many centuries ago, in fact. For instance, why would a banker act as the executor of a will? If you hadn't deposited your personal belongings at Northland Bank, I would have no reason to be here right now. Dottore, I've placed your final data backup into the ley lines as per our contract. I trust we are now square for the safe deposit fees you paid.
Is it not a little petty to split hairs like this?
I consider sound bookkeeping a matter of principle.
Do not forget that you only live to see this day thanks to me. In fact...
Why, that's hardly a fair assessment. I will concede that my survival was perhaps at your whim, but I became... Managing money is not like other professions. Mine is not a role I could have acquired based on your recommendation alone. And certainly not one I could have lasted so long in...
The information stored in the ley lines is quite comprehensive. Rest assured, I have not forgotten. Well, I presume you have no sense of fragmentation while talking.
How could anything possibly go wrong with such strict measures in place? The remainder of your soul was split in two, with one half sent to Nodcry and the other stored in the most secure vault of the Northland Bank. Though I must say, your disdain for the other segments is quite amusing. Zandik is you, and you are Zandik. Zandik created the segments, yet you, a segment yourself, reject him.
That is, Zandik, created segments of various ages in his later years. To achieve this, he had to freeze time and part with a portion of his soul. But as constructive as it sounds, it erases my uniqueness. If each segment is equally me, then by the same token, none of them are truly. A soul living forever in the past inevitably holds different views than he did in his later years. The same thing that completes me also restricts me. You too might ask yourself which stage of your life you want to be preserved at. The day your business failed, or the day you were framed by a gang.
We needn't dredge up the past.
This undesirable plan was eventually scrapped. Lesser Lord Kusanali was quite right. I needed an opportunity to eliminate myself. And after that, I concluded that there was no more effective plan than directly splitting the soul. Once the soul is transferred out, you will find that creating a physical body is far simpler than creating a puppet.
The other half of your soul suffered a crushing defeat in Nodcry, you know.
And yet in the process, I obtained the information I always wanted, did I not?
I once thought your ultimate goal was to ascend to godhood. But as it turns out, that was merely one of your
experiments take many forms. Most people are too eager for success, too fixated on a suspiciously vacant seat, a new face. I trust you can put two and two together. The reason it doesn't exist is because someone tampered with the record.
What can I say? After all your efforts, you really did uncover the world's secrets. So, is the new world you promised a lie?
No, it never was. I am glad to be able to control Irmin's soul from within. Now I shall attempt to create a new world inside the existing one. Almost everyone faces the prospect of death, but not a single person has ever been able to experiment unrestrained in the afterlife. I am the only one to have overcome this enormous challenge. Would I not be?
Clearly, the dividing of your soul did not affect the magnitude of your ego. Out of all the versions of you that have ever...
Is that why you chose to work with me? Which was it then? My insanity?
Could I call myself a venture capitalist without a suitably ambitious plan to invest in?
Well then, I must say, while I am surprised enough that you showed up at all, what surprises me more is that you chose to present yourself as my former subordinate, and not as the banker Pantalone.
Why make things harder than they need to be? Exposing my true identity in a situation like this would only serve to destroy diplomatic relations between Snezhnaya and Sumeru. I daren't imagine the consequence. Showing up in the name of the original antagonist gives you the recognition you rightly deserve, while also being sensitive to Snezhnaya. As for why I'm here, if you're suggesting that your credit is in the negative, I won't argue.
I'd argue that a significant factor in your willingness to cooperate is the fact that you have but a few years of life left after my death. Living and dying together has a way of binding two parties together rather closely. Is it not true that a relationship should be...
So some of what I said actually made it into your head after all. It's true that I hope you don't die too soon, but especially for a human being.
Let's not pretend that you're any more innocent than I am. Are we not the same in this regard? We both despise...
Is it really so greedy to want the world to operate by a new...
Of course not, my dear friend. And as I've said before, mutual interest is the foundation.
I just hope there never comes a day...
Regrader, sir. People have been spotted approaching Sumeru.
How strange. Despite your access to Irminsol's data, it appears the soldiers noticed before you did. They must have found... Well, Dottore...
They're coming. They'll breach the city gate.
But even so, I would say Irminsol is a wonderfully convenient thing on the whole. If you do manage to create a new world, perhaps you could plant one outside my office, too.
I'll consider it.
What do you need me to do? Stall them?
The experiment will take time. Stall...
Very well. But have you heard this story? There was once a guilty man, kneeling in the center of a church while he pleaded with the gods, begging them to grant him one final request. Many suns and moons passed, seasons changed, and still his confession continued.
Are you suggesting I worship you as a god?
Certainly not the latter. That would make my life miserable indeed.
For someone who despises them so, you never seem to have any... At first, I thought you'd be furious.
Concerned I would terminate our partnership.
Not at all. You had
Don't you find people's attitudes toward gods amusing? A god descends from the heavens and people worship it unrisen. And yet, when they see an ordinary person gain godlike levels of power by virtue of their own hard work...
Is that supposed to be...
No. I was just thinking. I pity the man who would call you a...
There's no need to be so... I know it's a little late in the day to be asking this.
I'm flattered that you would take the time out of the part of your soul that went to Nodcry caused quite a stir, sending our organization back to the drawing board on numerous...
Dear me. I must have caused you no end of trouble.
You certainly did. I had the rare honor of being summoned before the Tsaritsa with Pulcinella to answer for myself. A terrifying ordeal. Don't worry, I pulled through. At most, it's a public relations nightmare.
Now I'm curious. How...
Oh, it was quite simple. I just pinned the blame on someone who... I could hardly be expected to defy the demands of someone as insistent as the...
How you slander me. You know full well that I am... There's no question that you are partly to blame for the... Do you have anything lined up for when...
Hard to say. Field work always takes quite a toll on me, as you know. Once I'm back at Snezhnaya, I'll start with a...
Why are you so eager to ruin your lungs after I went to the trouble of replacing them for you?
If you have an issue with it, feel free to try to stop me. What's on your mind?
The limits of humanity. It's a pity. Despite running countless calculations, I find there is simply no way to reduce any further the amount of one's soul required to sustain an individual.
It's rare to hear you admit to being unable to achieve...
I beg to differ. For instance, as I've told you before, the original me was prone to motion sickness and...
Ah, yes, of course. One of the reasons you often sent yourself out on errands. What are you thinking about now?
A new experiment. In the event that my soul was depleted, say we extracted my data from someone else's memories, yours for instance, and then combined it with your intact soul as the base material, what would we create?
Such a scenario would be impossible.
Oh?
As long as your current soul survives, there will be no need to create a new individual. Don't forget, you were the one who approved of the present situation wherein only one Dottore remains. And if you ceased to exist, who would be capable of performing this?
Since the day I met you, you've always excelled at talking.
Isn't it a little too early to be saying goodbye? Not that I wish to keep you from your business, of course. Very well. Let's leave the conversation there for now.
The power of King Deshret's 7 pillars is truly remarkable. With just a chessboard, you can move an entire unit across the material plane.
Yeah, sets us up for a much easier fight. Really...
I wonder how many people can say they stormed a city twice in their life.
I was just thinking that. I've definitely had more than my...
This is my first time here, actually. We never usually leave gun...
I hope this will be my last.
Does everyone have to chime in? Can't we just...
What an amusing comment, my dear lady.
Whoa! Why is Candace's shield top?
Because the image on her shield is one of me. And I, of course, can appear wherever I wish to.
Huh. Well, la-dee-da. Isn't that fancy? Could I get in on this?
You wish for your gauntlet to speak? Why, I think you'll find that it is I whose image is carved hereupon.
Thanks. Definitely feel stronger now.
You're welcome, my lady. I am glad to lend you my power.
Sino, what's the situation?
There are troops stationed at every entrance. Everyone, stick to the plan. We'll take the main entrance. Move out.
Out of my way!
Now it's your turn.
Take this! Watch out! Get lost! Whew. Thank you, Jet.
You gotta be more careful. If you're not ready to put your life on the line, you can't be certain of defeating your opponent.
She's right. Keep your wits about you, Rana.
In death, a new cycle begins.
Can't run from death.
Take them out and secure the harbor. Reinforcements will arrive by water.
Consider it done. Show no mercy.
This is Her Majesty's
Do your work.
gift!
We shall prevail. Look alive! Hi! You're dead,
Out of
mate!
my sight. Winter shall eventually come.
Looks like we're in a fight.
Stronger than...
Buckle up! Yield!
Surrender!
Clean! Grant us your blessing! Let's get it on! Hi! Do your work!
Judgment is upon you. You stay condemned! Guilty! You stay condemned! Guilty!
Waterway secured.
Brothers! Sisters!
Perfect. Just in time.
Welcome. Once we've linked up,
The team has arrived at the north entrance.
Good.
We shall prevail!
I surrender!
Look alive! Grant us your blessing!
Your sins weigh upon your soul. You stand condemned! Guilty! You stand condemned! Your skull! Your penance is due!
long.
Look out! It's an ambush!
Finally. We need to hurry. Take the middle road.
Mahamatra Sino, area clear.
Don't relax just yet. More Fatui approaching from the right.
Irminsul cannot track our movements. If necessary, we could split up.
Don't worry. We'll wipe them all.
As you can see, our people came...
Good, good.
How are things with the Traveler?
Don't underestimate Tainari just because he's a forest watcher.
All right. You know...
Sino and the reinforcements have drawn the Fatuis by using a cluster leaf of cultivation.
Good luck with that.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Paimon forgot she could fly.
Ready?
Ready.
Can't see? Keep up. Keep up.
My everlasting flame! Do it. Cry louder!
I'll uproot you! And shroud!
So... it's... jammed.
Fix it.
Keep up.
Fatui soldiers up.
Careful.
Prepare for battle.
Hey! There's people over there.
You have some nerve showing your faces here in the center.
You're right on schedule.
Well, this guy sure as heck isn't your average.
They've stationed quite a few people nearby. It definitely... Everything about this guy feels too deliberate. I highly doubt he's just a subordinate of Totoro. So you've been waiting for us. But it looks like you're geared up for a conversation, rather than a battle.
Very clever, General Mahamatra Sino. I know you're the one in...
A siege?
Historically, yes. But things can always change.
There's a Fatui ambush at the north gate.
Can you handle him?
We can for now.
Yes, I'm quite sure both sides can hold their ground for the time being. The battle is not... But what happens next? Do you enjoy watching bloodshed? Once a war begins, some people must die. I doubt you wish that fate upon anyone you know.
Wait a second. It's a trick. He's not even there. Silence!
He disappeared. What was that? A ghost?
Curses! He was never there to begin with.
Enough talk.
I apologize for being unable to accompany you at this crucial... Sumeru's General Mahamatra is quite ruthless. It's a good thing I wasn't there in person.
Your illusion held them up for a time just fine. But now that they have seen through it, they will realize you were just...
Decoy or not, what matters now is that they will be heading...
Not imminently.
Keep up. Behold!
This is far enough.
Are you sure you don't need me to...
No need. Once the...
All right.
Now where's the interface Nahida mentioned? Come on, where's it hiding?
Found it. We can connect to the inside of Irminsul through the Sanctuary of Source. You should be pretty familiar with the...
Is it the same route as last time?
For the most part.
Then I should be fine.
And Paimon? Once you're...
Wait! The stakes are way higher this time, right? Maybe Paimon... Huh? Why are you staring at...
It's nothing. I just suddenly realized how much you've grown.
Hey, you've grown quite a lot yourself. Don't you...
Well, anyway, Paimon thinks she's pretty knowledgeable. Who's the best guide in Teyvat again?
If we say Alhatham's not a weirdo, it's hard to explain how he came up with the idea of you applying to the academia. But for all that he counts, you're doing surprisingly well in your studies.
She just goes to show how important it is to have someone supporting you. And Paimon's not the only one.
That's fair. I have learned a lot in Sumeru. Oh yeah. Did you ever come up with that ugly nickname you promised me?
What? No way! We're friends now! Paimon gave up on giving you one ages ago. Anyway, isn't Hat Guy enough of a nickname for you?
Fine.
We need to go. Paimon, if you're staying, look after yourself.
Will do. Paimon's gonna link up with Tainari and Sino. You guys are the ones who need to be careful.
We will be.
Initiating connection. Well, come to think of it, I still don't even know where we're going.
Thanks to our terminals, it should be impossible for Irminsul to read.
Don't tell me. Only you need to know. That way, what—
Listen to me. Your safety is don't even think about sacrificing yourself for the greater good.
All right, if you insist.
This place looks so different from how I remember. It's a complete mess. Like,
must be Dottoro's doing. Either he's searching for some—
It's still changing.
He has to know we've entered Irminsul. But luckily for us, be on your guard. The red parts have probably been corrupted by Dottoro's power. Don't touch them, or you might alert him. He's looking for us. Tread carefully. That wall could be a problem. Fortunately, it looks breakable. Give it a shot. The wind rises. Behold! rises. The same old trick again? Are you kidding me? Let's handle it just like we did before. This cheap trick isn't gonna stop us.
Oh no, it's
a trap. Is that why he was using the same trick over and over again? To get us to lower our guard?
I'm trapped!
Why won't this thing budge?
Hello?
Nicole!
Yes, it's me. I'm monitoring your progress from inside the Eternal Oasis. I couldn't see anything at first, but now that you two are inside, I can use... It's not the clearest image, but it's better than... I can't intervene directly, but I can help to guide you out of... Dottore in his current form is a blight upon both Irminsul and the ley lines. Pay attention to your surroundings. There must be sources of his contamination nearby. The corrupted information is his means of manipulating the environment. You must destroy them.
Is that one of them?
Precise, good work. But we're not done yet. Stay close, and let's see if we can find any others like it nearby.
Quit following me. Too slow.
Behold! This must be another one.
Agreed. Now... Wait! Watch out!
It's Dottore.
The seal is broken. Quick! Get out of there!
And where exactly do you think you can run to?
Wait, what is that?
Pursuers! That's gotta be it!
Run! Don't let that thing touch you!
Dodge that attack!
There's more than one path. Which way do we go?
To the left! Trust me!
Fleeing like vermin. What a pathetic sight.
Hey!
Watch yourselves! Stay focused!
There's a cliff ahead. Jump!
More of those corruption sources. Destroy them as you did before, and open the exit as quickly as possible. They're relentless. Is he trying to wear us down? You'll just have to destroy these too. I think the pursuit is over.
Hard to say. Stay alert. The wind rises. Huh. Yeah. Quit following me.
Whew. I think we've made it to relative safety.
Phew, goodness. That was tough.
You doing okay?
I'll be fine. Don't worry.
Take a short rest, and then...
Nicole? Nicole!
The connection's been cut. But that means...
Look at you supporting one another. How...
Dottore!
Took you long enough to find us. You're more useless...
Oh, really? I think I deserve a little more credit for my methods than that. Rather than hunting you down, I chose to let you roam free. I indulged your presumption that I was unable to track your movements, played along with your clever little plan. Fleeing is for animals, but I rather enjoy watching you flee. Something.
If that's true, then why?
Because I wanted to observe you up close, of course. Don't misunderstand me. I'm not here for a fight. Is it so unusual that I wish to greet my old... After all, it's been a while. Scaramouche. Why are you so afraid? I have done nothing unprecedented in discovering the truth. You made a bold series of moves in deciding to erase yourself. And with the power of this great chronicling device called Irmin's Soul, you are able to achieve something quite remarkable. Once most people form an opinion about someone, it tends to imprison their mind. Yet you manage to erase every trace of your existence. A novel take on death. However, this meant that you stood out to me all the more when I saw you in Nodcry. I didn't even have to go looking for you. Just for someone in my position, connecting the dots was a trivial affair. It would have been...
You seem very pleased with yourself for figuring it out.
That would hardly be necessary. Besides, let me put your mind at ease. I have no intention whatsoever of restoring any of the records you deleted. For one thing, it would be exceptionally difficult. I doubt that the prospect of losing your current life is all that frightening to you. Because in your case... The cruelest twist of fate is that you'll never again have the chance to make up for any of your mistakes.
All here shall bend to my will.
Squall and Fury!
I'm afraid you'll need to do better than that to take me down. I expected you to have grown stronger. Ah, how foolish of me. I forgot that you lack any means to increase your power.
You will pay for everything you've done!
Oh, will I now?
Behold!
Does the prospect of death amuse you?
I could ask you the same question! I'll distract Ettore. You focus on the mission.
Got it!
For the hopes and dreams of the masses.
Open the secret door on this enchanting night. May wisdom's light eradicate ignorance and darkness, and hereby fulfill our ancient vow. Commence data extraction.
Outdated ideals and stand in the way of progress. You will pay for interfering with the grandest experiment of all time.
timing.
Dottore, as clever as you are, you fail to understand wisdom. Wisdom takes many forms, but the path you have chosen eschews them all.
Huh.
My strength is fading!
Since you are within Irminsul, it stands to reason that any power you wield comes from...
You're extracting the information from Irminsul just to strip me of my power.
I will find his weakness.
A new barrier, but it's nowhere near enough.
Grow!
Behold!
Let's try this. Muso no Hito.
How amusing.
This way through. You're so close. Just hold her a little longer. I'll hold him up. Traveler, hat guy, the rest is up to you.
We certainly have a knack for surprising each other, don't we?
I'm just getting started. It's time. Say your prayers.
Stay on your defensive, but watch your back.
It's time. Say your prayers.
Let's try this. Muso no Hitotati!
Behold! It's time. Say your prayers. Squall Fury.
Burn all before you! Blade of
You're
the
dead.
primal blade!
Hunde flame! It's time. Say your prayers. The wind rises.
Burn all before you! Blade of the primal blade!
It's time. Say your prayers. Behold. Search. It's time. Say your prayers. Finally. Time for you to die. Excited?
Time for me to die? How could I?
It's time. Say your prayers.
That's enough!
It's all yours. Do with it as you see fit.
Just as you say, this world is home to some archaic things. And as you suppose, you are a formidable opponent. You have long coveted the secrets of wisdom. So now, I will demonstrate true wisdom in action. I invoke my supreme authority as the keeper of Irminsul. Commend me or condemn me. But give your verdict now!
Blessed One of Wisdom, Mahakosaladhama, are you certain that you wish to exercise your authority to destroy Irminsul? It represents both your roots and your finest accomplishments. You truly intend to abandon the very thing you have always fought for?
This is my decision. Irminsul has been corrupted beyond redemption.
Irminsul is the original tree of Teyvat. It is the means by which the heavenly principles maintains fate itself. The 7 Archons should honor and revere it, for their authority was bestowed upon them by the heavenly principles.
It is precisely because I honor and revere it that I fight for the humanity it exists to protect. Wisdom is knowing how to weigh the options and make the right decision. If you truly care about the fortunes of this world, then it is me you should seek to preserve.
Planting a seed begins the chain of cause and effect. Since you have become a great tree yourself, why should the loss of another tree be anything to fear? Till we meet again, Lord of Dendro.
The first flame. The pure, cleansing fire.
Shall we?
Where were we?
I was suggesting that you needn't perform when signing a contract.
You're only sitting here because your bank demanded an evaluation of the trustee.
So you told a story about a young scholar from a merchant family in Sumeru?
I told a compelling tale, didn't I?
The post-expulsion story is far more captivating.
The human experiments or the elixir of immortality?
The part where you die.
Ah, yes. My favorite part. The 35-year-old segment thought of himself as Dottore, reserving the name Zondique for the original specimen. Of all the segments, he was the most selfish. After his expulsion, Dottore searched for a new direction. He joined the Fatui, studied Elazar in great depth, secured resources. He was rather fortunate in his career. Zondik turned to Conrian technology and successfully created his segments. But this was not immortality. Even with backup segments, his body would still age. Still, thanks to Snezhnaya, Zondik found the ideal base for his experiments. Then a perfect partnership materialized at a crucial moment. The year that both parties realized they needed more time. Fortunately, Zondik succeeded. In a miraculous turn of events, he gained the extra time he needed.
I seem to recall it differently.
All right, it's true. No matter how much elixir he took, Zondik remained human and continued to age. Then, on the morning he turned 85...
Help me up! Call for help!
Surely he would be rescued, Zondik thought. But to his surprise, no one helped him. Zondik was too selfish for that.
Don't forget, you're one of us.
Yes, and we're all waiting.
Waiting for me to die.
Pantalone arrived for a meeting and happened to witness what followed. He found it unsettling.
I never said that.
But the Zondiks were unfazed. It was a rare opportunity for self-dissection.
What does all that have to do with you depositing your data at Northland Bank?
It has made me cherish my time in this world all the more.
Fair enough. So you do have a sense of self-preservation.
What do you mean?
You're hardly normal, and you don't cherish life. You just don't want to admit defeat in the limited time you have.
Even so, don't I deserve an interesting ending?
I'm counting on it.
If nothing else, I expect my funeral will be a grand affair indeed.
What a magnificent fire. In Snezhnaya, we light fires to ward off the cold. Fire, it seems, is antithetical to ideas such as cold, frozen, and unchanging.
Perhaps it has always been that way. From the beginning, fire has been used to drive away wild beasts and warm the body and mind. You could say it's a form of treatment. One that cures the human heart of mortal fear.
Mortal fear? Something you haven't been acquainted with in a long...
Whereas you, I'm sure, must know the feeling quite well indeed. I remember when we first discussed the elixir of immortality. You fear the prospect of dying.
Of course I do. And while you may have forgotten it, you cannot deny that you too were once human, Dottore. I do not believe that there is no such fear in your heart.
Perhaps you are right. But I abandoned it long ago and devoted myself to my experiments. I have felt no fear since.
From the very beginning, I never...
But still you came. Contract...
Because I am a reputable...
And as we have discussed, experiments are about more than results alone. The process is equally important. I have come here and completed my creation, and I do not regret my decision.
I'm afraid your journey...
After I die, there will be no one to make the elixir of immortality, and your remaining stock will only last a few more years. How then will you prove that you didn't perish in this incident alongside everyone else?
When I feel optimistic about market environments, I never forcibly adjust them. They have their own direction. And I have been quite particular about many things in my life. But where the manner of my death is concerned, I choose not to be.
You make yourself sound...
Oh, but I am. And I hope you will be too. It may have been a long time since anyone told you this, Dottore, but I recognize that you are a truly rare talent.
Ha! I can see it. The experiment in blasphemy that I've been performing all this time. It has been a long process, and I do not care about the results as much as people might imagine.
If the very goal of your experiment was to explore infinite possibilities, then there was never any reason for it to end.
Indeed. Yet now, the experiment has officially drawn to a close.
What should I call you? Zondik? Or do you prefer Dottore?
Suit yourself. Goodbye, Feofan. This time, that's what it truly is.
And don't I know it? Goodbye, Zondik.
I could have carried out many more experiments. But to me, Lord of Dendro, this outcome is...
I believe you. But unfortunately, this is...
Experiment. It sounds like you're trying to outdo me in my own...
Wisdom is conveying information in terms that people can clearly understand. You know
Indeed. I can see no further... Ha. You have a formidable mind, and you are braver than I thought. Setting fire to the very thing your survival depends...
When necessary, wisdom can be as fierce as an inferno.
Perhaps you are right. You see what lies at the bottom of the...
Here is where your journey comes to an end. All that is yet...
It seems I have unwittingly been your arch-enemy all along.
I do not deny your intelligence. But what you refer to, they are events that take place in the real world. And they are so much more than mere goodbye.
Well, that's the last of it. It was a long, hard road. But I just pray that we'll never need to leave again.
Paradise. In the annals of the Temple of
I wouldn't think gods need such...
People always think they're the only ones who can lose their homes. They forget that gods too need a... As the Goat King once said, a god without his people shall cease to exist.
Only we can truly understand how much the desert faith has faded over the centuries.
Given the myriad ways in which gods and humans interact, I'd say they
Well, that sounds about right to me.
If you told me a few years back...
Belief is a choice, just like friendship. We've made our choices through battle.
I'll be heading back to the Temple of Silence. I heard the Goat King...
It's back to Aru Village for us.
Until next time, old friend.
Right back at you. Make sure to... Where it is that 2 of the other 7 pillars, Shezapang and Bennu, might also be dropping by.
Dropping by? That makes it sound like they're visiting a neighbor.
Well, the temple was founded by Hermanubis, so I guess to them.
Guess that's true.
All right. We'll make sure to find time to...
I will.
See? Retirement has always been a problem, especially for old-timers like us who've been locked away all these years. You finally...
Naturally.
What do you think, Layla?
Huh? How could I possibly be...
Sorry if my question was unclear. Do you think their statues will stand out too?
Hey, I never agreed to this. How could we possibly allow our statues to be left in Hermanubis' home? That would be like breaking into...
Different beliefs can coexist. We still need to respect...
By which you mean, you two plan to stay at the Temple of Silence, for a while at least. So, you...
Family.
You could say that. In a sense, just look at this place. Magnificent, is it not? The sad truth is, in the past, all...
And what...
I mean that for the most part, time spent associating with the likes of Sobek, and, let's say...
Why does that not surprise me?
Anyway, given how much time we'll all be spending together...
Once Sethos, the current leader of the Temple of Silence, returns, but judging by the expressions of everyone here, this sacred ground houses untold knowledge after all. What better...
How about we share a meal together first? I imagine it's...
Oh, that sounds wonderful! After so many hundreds of...
Are we having a get-together? If you'd like,
Oh, my, that would be
How the times have changed! To the people of...
And you, Mr. Herreshoff?
To be honest, I haven't given...
Me?
Forgive my bluntness, but you do not seem to derive your authority from majesty and might, like Lord Al-Ahmar.
I do, but projecting a majestic front doesn't really suit me. Besides...
Not putting on airs might...
Exactly. Besides, I really like parties.
Last time when we got together for a picnic...
Can we do that?
Don't worry, I can help out. Layla, would you like to...
Me?
The more the merrier.
Don't take this the...
If I were to compete against you, I can't say with certainty...
Where's Sobek? I'm sure he'd be good for a few rounds. Cards, cards!
I wonder what variant of chess we're talking here.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. As long as the leader of the Temple of Silence agreed...
Such devastation visited on Sumeru City. Look at all of this. It's going to take me forever to
I would have thought a little appreciation of my sincerity and effort in
Helping? Effort?
So you see yourself as just a
If you're trying to say that since I live here too, I have an obligation to tidy up...
In the wake of a great storm, a missing roof is a
Can you stop making it seem like I care more about this house than you do? Doesn't...
I won't pretend it's ideal, but that's no...
This is the roof over your head. Your shelter from the...
The way I see it, these
This is precisely why I hate talking to you about sentimental things. It's like banging my head against a wall.
It sounds like this is causing you a lot of anguish.
You mean the house, or the...
I mean your sentiment...
Oh, well, yes.
Generally speaking, when anguish becomes the norm, people usually make an...
But there are so many people and things in life that are difficult to... Anguish can be a source of inspiration.
I'm glad you're able to make yourself think like that.
What kind of a response is that? I was stating a profound truth about the
And I wasn't trying to. I'm just happy for...
Happy about what?
Happy that you can always find an answer that backs up your view.
You...
More often than not, life is a process of running into problems and then searching for answers. Not everyone's so good at justifying things to themselves.
Huh. What about you, then?
Pass me that bomb.
Huh? Okay.
You may consider this my progress on the path to mastery.
Wait a second. Isn't that box mine? Hey, it is! It must have fallen off that shelf. I'll hate them. Those are my paints and inks.
Would you like me to put it in your bedroom?
Huh? What kind of progress is this? Does he think... These books on the floor, they're a complete mess. And this one. Guess I should...
magical scepter beasts, imported goods. Such a bright future ahead. I can picture the Mora just rolling in.
You do realize you sound like a...
It's called being imposing.
Oh, I'm positively shaking in my sandals. What commands do you have for me? Oh.
You've got a lot of nerve, Nefer. You went and told Candace and the other. Seriously, do you have any idea how different?
Surely that's a good thing. I presume they're more disposed to...
You traded my secret for sympathy! Thanks to you, I've lost every last shred of my mercantile majesty. How am I supposed to make anyone think I'm a big, scary investor now?
The dark days of Lord Sangama Bay are behind you.
Speaking of friends, since when did the notorious...
A coming together of fates, nothing...
Forget it. You're right about what? So... I really took a loss this time.
I'm trying to see if you're really... A little birdie told me that when Lord Sangama Bay makes money, the tears flow from the center of her eyes. But when she loses...
You are so...
Nefer! Thank goodness you're here. I've been...
Huh? Well. If it isn't...
Oh, no. I'm not here to buy. I'm here to bring Lady Nefer a book.
Reasoning knows not time of day, but suspense always follows...
Huh? Isn't that...
It was all the rage for a while. People throughout the city were clamoring to get their hands on a copy. The names inside...
Don't bring up that book in my presence. I don't even want to hear...
Surprisingly enough, I've actually heard of this book. Though it does...
You're from the Vahumana and you're asking me what the truth is? I'd say I brought you this book because it probably has the most interesting backstory of any in the House of Dana's collection.
Don't tell me it's actually any good.
You may not know this, Lord Sangama Bay, but Lady Nefer has a fondness for books with...
No eye for good literature.
Perhaps she feels that bad books hide interesting secrets? But I shouldn't put words in her mouth. It's probably...
Suits my style as an intel bro. Very interesting. And as it happens...
Incense?
I imagine you've already used up the incense I gave you last time. Here's some more.
Well, actually, I've been saving the incense, but I'll gladly accept this too.
Katayun, you haven't changed a...
Congratulations.
Well done, Kale. After studying for...
Sure hasn't been easy for...
All grown up. No longer a trainee, but...
Thanks, everyone. It's true, Master Tainari. Thank you for your guidance and support.
Sino had a matter to attend to at the Temple of Silence.
I'm afraid the party will have to wait. Kale?
No, it's not what you think. There's nothing wrong with... I've made plans with the Traveler and Paimon to visit Mondstadt.
Well, that's a relief. Let's get together whenever...
Of course. After all that catching up on sleep and food, Paimon's feeling...
For someone who spends so much time resting...
Hey! Paimon's been working her butt off too, you know.
Don't worry, I saw...
Alright, we all know you're the most hard-working... Paimon's been looking around the place, and it seems like the city's already on the mend. Traveler, Paimon!
what's going on?
Nothing much. Nahida was just
Oh, the Traveler told Paimon all about that.
You make it sound like I'm on the brink of some kind of break. If we can just get to the bottom of Dottoro's intentions, we can minimize his negative influence. That's...
Just listen to that newfound optimism. It seems like having you enroll in the...
Observe. A classic Sumero specialty. Chalking everything up.
To be honest, even I can sense the change in you.
Everything Dottore said to you was a way to manipulate...
Can someone as old as me really
If it helps, just think of yourself as a late bloomer. It's all a matter of phrasing. For a puppet, developing at such an age is perfectly normal. But if you choose to call yourself a late bloomer...
However you see yourself, well done.
Alright. Nice.
Anyway,
What else can I do but complete my current courses? Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. There are still...
Paimon's so happy that Hat Guy is doing... But what about you, Nahida?
The pyronosis burned down the corrupted Irminsul. The flames blazed for 7 days and 7 nights. Now, Aru shoulders the responsibilities that once belonged to Irminsul. The situation was
Irminsul has a strong influence over you, doesn't it?
There's no need to worry. Thanks to Nicole's extraordinary talents,
angels can do things like...
They can. Such abilities are precisely what makes them so powerful. But in my eyes, much of what she went on to achieve reached such transcendent levels. Her and Nicole really...
So, does that mean your situation...
Correct. Just imagine that Aru has become the new Irminsul, and the essence of my existence, the wisdom of Sumeru, has ultimately converged into a single, unified entity. Should we ascribe this all to fate?
Whatever it is...
Dendro Archon, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Oh, thank goodness you're here.
Sir Nevis.
Yes, there's something I need to report.
The Fatui Harbinger, the Rooster, sends us his sympathies. His stance is that, following the unrest and Nod Cry, Dottore was subjected to internal censure. This madness was the act of a rogue element.
No less than can be...
Snezhnaya paid a heavy price working to stop him. They even lost one of their own Harbingers. The letter goes on to say that even so, Snezhnaya cannot claim to be blameless. Apparently, they will deal... Additionally, they are supplying relief funds and supplies.
Sounds like it...
True. But as diplomatic rhetoric goes, it's highly effective. Completely watertight.
This disaster has had a profound impact on The matter of Dottore can be seen as settled for now. We are sure to cross paths with Irminsul burned.
Perhaps we can move on to a less serious matter?
Of course! Junior Zod, Sino, and Hypatia, all...
What a wonderful idea.
Not more tomatoes, surely.
More? Dendro Archon.
Those good friends of yours are always talking about tomatoes. Sometimes when I'm walking through the city, I can even hear them arguing in the... Tomatoes. Tomatoes. The word has a certain magic to...
Tomatoes. What can we make with...
Take your time, there's no need to rush. The Traveler, Paimon, and I still...
Does this mean you're going to Natlan?
I know. Traveler, Paimon.
Sure, we'll...
You'll hear no objections from Paimon!
Wonderful. Natlan is such...
It's super cheerful and...
I can see that. There are people...
You came. Welcome, welcome. You must be hungry from your journey.
Oh, thanks, but no thanks. We've been eating the whole way here. We had a mushroom...
All right, all right. No...
Maybe later then. We can wait till after...
Sounds like a plan. I should tell you, I already...
Why is that, Malika?
To say thank you.
Your senses are spot on.
Because the pyronosis has vanished.
Despite scouring through the remnants of Irminsul, we couldn't find any sign of the pyronosis. Not even...
That's certainly unusual. Still, the potential fallout from Irminsul's loss is significant, to say the least. There's no need to feel guilty.
Thank you. Really is a fascinating... It's not that we lack other means of expression.
You're right. In that land, we prefer simple expressions too.
That's wonderful to hear. Sincere feelings are often...
Irminsul's destruction doesn't seem to have done you much harm.
There's still a lot of work to do.
Partly to express our gratitude, but also because we felt that seeing you, in a sense, is like basking in warm sunlight.
To tell you the truth, though, I'm not a fan of somber meetings. So, since there's nothing more—
What a great idea!
In that case, I think I'll lie down for a bit too before—
And where might that be?
Mondstadt. Paimon and I are gonna head back—
Long ago, I sensed that the god remains inside. Those remains weren't hurting Kali. Not as she is now. They simply exist. A yearning for an ordinary life. A yearning to hold...
She should be ready to face the truth by now.
Whenever people meet, there is always the potential to create warmth and kindness.
Oh! Just like how Paimon sometimes sees Nahida as a little kid.
Is that so? Well, anyone who's...
Of course! And there's nothing wrong with that. When we get back, we'll actually be hanging out with another of our friends who happens to be a kid. Or...
Dear Sucrose, when you receive this letter, I'll probably be as busy as always. But busy with wonderful things. That's because I'm no longer impressive, right? Sino said that official rangers sound much tougher than... You probably heard that something big happened in Sumir. Plus, it's not just me. A few of us are going. Hey.
Dainari.
Don't you say it! Is that the great Vayuvyastra? Behold, the great Vayuvyastra, General Mahamatra.
How times have changed. I was...
You've really upped the aggression in your battle against...
Kale, how did you know what I was going to say?
For the love...
Hey! Traveler! Paimon! You're right on time!
I hope we haven't kept you...
Kalei!
Sucrose! It's been so...
I've been well. Everything's going great.
Not at the moment. Oh, right! That juicer you gave us works amazing! Farzan loves it!
Seriously? That's wonderful. I don't suppose you drew up a detailed test report. Oh, what fruits did you use? How...
Sucrose, you might want to try asking your questions one at a time.
Albedo! Paimon didn't see...
It's been a while since all of us were together like this.
Good idea, my friend. You...
So, what are...
Don't remind him.
First things first. Allow me to introduce our very own...
This sounds like one of those mushy stories that gets people hooked on...
Oh, is our story not heartwarming? If I recall correctly...
Besides being heartwarming, our story's also about tough, impressive-sounding job titles.
Oh, you're here already? I'm still giving Dodiko a little trim.
A trim? Does Dodiko...
Of course! It's important. All of these trivial matters get left to me. It's because I...
Oh, right! Well...
What are you writing?
I'm just brainstorming some cool-sounding lines.
Oh, write them on these card backs.
Of course.
Clearly, my lines are pretty amazing.
Miss Nicole...
Kale? You seem a little...
I was just wondering, who was the person...
Wish. What?
Miss Nicole asked if we could meet up in Mondstadt once everything was over. She's...
Well, you never mentioned that before. All we knew was that you'd arranged...
To be fair, come on, let's...
Huh? You're...
Surprised? I bet you weren't expecting to meet a woman like me beneath this beautiful tree in a faraway land. An oasis will spring from the place where a djinn resides. That's saying...
Lilupar?
I made friends with Miss Nicole. I asked her to bring... The prologue to this story is that I have a wish. It has stirred within my heart for centuries. Millennia...
Could this be...
related to the god?
My dear young lady, my mistress left her final trace in this world and now I have seen you and peered into your heart. You have experienced hardships but beneath all this, I've witnessed the seeds of desire. You yearn to return to the simple life you want.
I do. I want to throw away everything that isn't mine.
But how do you decide what is yours? The scars that others carve into your flesh? The kindness?
They are. This is something I've taught. Miss Nicole said I should learn how to adjust my standards. I just want to live as an ordinary human.
Don't you want anything from the remains of the goddess of flowers?
She gave me a revelation once. I think that's already more than enough.
In the past, you would not have possessed such a rich heart. Your brief life has taught you to hold on to everything. How fascinating. You're nothing like Nabu Malikata.
Of course not. I'm not some great and powerful being.
Yet I am a djinn. We exist because of the Lord of Flowers. We revere and love her. Kale.
But her remains won't be easy to remove. Are you sure this is what you want?
That's beside the point. First, I need to know. Are you willing? But look, you know nothing about me. Even if you have heard the stories about me, all you would know is that I was right. So you do know. Your lips are quivering, your eyes trembling. My dear young lady, to repay your kind...
Are you sure about this, Lulu?
I yearn to see my mistress. For this moment, the world can burn to ashes, the universe be engulfed in flame. And you, Kale, I can give you a gift.
But Miss Lilupar...
My wish will be fulfilled, and I can die happy.
Why would you wish for that?
A long, unending life might seem desirable for one who has never possessed it, yet it brings torment to one who has. My remains are scattered across the yellow sands, but my soul can find no peace. Since you've promised to grant my wish, give me that release. Allow the dying to die, and let the dead...
Kale, there's no pressure on you. What she said...
It's as if you want to use the last of your life.
Nothing so selfless. We'll be using our futures to fulfill each other's wishes. This is a noble...
I understand.
Close your eyes, Kale. Then open your soul. From there, I will embrace my mistress. The downpour of flowers is your touch. Like returning to the very beginning. Like surrendering to your grace, my mistress. People say that devotion is beautiful, yet filled with pain. How foolish of them. For me, devotion is beautiful, pure and painless. Thank you.
Lilupar!
She left. Kale?
I'm fine. Don't actually feel
Those remains weren't hurting Kale. Not as she is now. They simply...
Kale must have already received what she was yearning for.
I'm doing fine. I feel relaxed.
Then my wish has come true, too.
To become ordinary?
That's just one of my wishes. Actually, I have a few more.
So between Miss Lilupar and me, you fulfilled 2 wishes already. And we're...
Wonderful. isn't it?
I guess that settles things here.
So what's next?
Clay, look who I've brought to see you.
Hey, Kale! I heard you guys were holding some kind of secret event. How come you started without me?
Huh? Oh no, it's nothing.
Really?
Me.
So that's what this is all about. Did you come all the way to Mondstadt for that? Because we knew the old you, so we could...
Exactly. The old me is gone. I puffed her into the air, and she became a fluffy pink cloud.
Do you think maybe up in the sky she has friends waiting for...
Oh. What do you think, Miss Nicole?
I think, at least, if it were up to me, I'd
Dear Sucrose, even though my childhood ended long ago, these past few days have really felt like growing up again. I've become stronger, and I feel surely someone as mysterious as you will find a friend like this fascinating. I came to say goodbye to my old self. I know that after this, she'll be gone. Thinking about it makes me feel that somewhere in my heart, I feel a great sense of joy. It feels like I've always wanted...
Honed in flame!